The chemistry and drama of 911 Lone Star is definitely what keeps us coming back for more. So, while we're waiting for the latest episodes, let's look at the drama in real life surrounding these actors. Who are the cast members dating in real life? Have there been any off-screen affairs? And how does Liv Tyler still look so young? Today we're gonna find out. First up, let's talk about some big names. Perhaps the biggest star of the show is Liv Tyler. She's known all around the world for both her amazing acting capabilities and her incredible beauty. While she's appeared in a lot of movies, she's probably best known for playing the elven princess Arwen in the Lord of the Rings trilogy films. And just like Arwen, Liv Tyler doesn't seem to have aged a day since then. Liv has appeared in over 30 movies playing a wide range of different characters. She might be beautiful, but she is far more than just a pretty face. Liv also has incredible talent. She, along with the rest of her cast, has received a slew of awards for the Lord of the Rings movies, and she clearly has no thoughts of a career change. But how old is the starlet? Liv Tyler is 44 years old, although with her incredible features, she barely seems to have aged in the last 20 years. Perhaps she's an age-defying vampire like Keanu Reeves, although that is the subject of another video, especially when you consider that Liv has been in the acting scene since 1991. You can really see that her classical beauty has barely changed at all. What about dating? Well, Liv has actually previously been married. She got married to British singer Royston Langdon in March 2003, and the couple gave birth to a baby boy not long after that. Although the romance was not meant to be, as the couple divorced in 2008, despite the romance not working out, it's clear to fans that Liv Tyler really takes love seriously. 2 full years later, Liv Tyler stated in an interview that she was far too sensitive for just going on dates. She revealed that she falls in love once in a blue moon. Her heart was obviously incredibly sore and she didn't want to risk being hurt again. We imagine that it must have been even more difficult considering that she had a child with her ex-husband. However, the Hollywood beauty found love once more, as 6 years after her divorce, she met another British man named David Gardner. They must have fallen in love very suddenly, as it was only a year later that Liv Tyler had an engagement ring on her finger. The couple have had 2 children together, but have still not gotten married. They have had their rough patches, as Liv was seen without her engagement ring on earlier this year. However, the two appear to have patched things up and are doing fine. The next big name on this list is none other than Hollywood legend Rob Lowe. The leading man of 911 Lone Star, Rob Lowe, has a filmography longer than some people's phone numbers. He's been acting since the late 70s and has starred in an impressive number of movies, films released straight to television, and television series. He has over 100 acting credits to his name, and he is one of the most well-known names in recent movie and television history. Considering the busy lifestyle and hectic film career that Rob Lowe's had, he's pretty darn good for his age. The movie legend's 57 years old, and he has aged like a fine wine. His character in 911 Lone Star, Owen Strand, has such a complex and emotional storyline that this only adds to his charm. Viewers everywhere can't help but feel empathy for the heartthrob as he deals with the fallout from his difficult life and managing his challenging son. But what about Rob Lowe's relationships? Rob Lowe's had a very interesting past when it comes to relationships. He's only had one significant relationship since his rise to fame. That is his current wife, Cheryl Burkhoff, who he actually tied the knot with way back in 1991. They've actually known each other for even longer than that, as they were set up by friends on a blind date in 1983. That was the end of it, though, as they met once again on the set of a movie called Bad Influence. Cheryl Burkhoff was his makeup artist on the movie, and the two decided that they were fated to be together. 2 years after their wedding, the couple had their first child, a son named Matthew Edward. And 2 years after that, their second child, John Owen, was born. Now this all smells like roses, but where's the drama? Well, the first instance of drama came in 1988. Back then, Robert Lowe was 24 years old, and a very questionable videotape came out of him in an intimate situation with a 16-year-old girl. He had reportedly met this girl in a nightclub that very night. While the age difference between the two was not illegal in the state of Georgia at the time, it did put a smear against his name. The bad publicity all over the headlines, and his career suffered as a result. That isn't the only instance of drama, though, as lawsuits were actually filed against some of Rob Lowe's previous employees for spreading false accusations and attempts at defamation. Allegedly, Rob Lowe's former nannies breached a contract to spread lies and emotional distress about Lowe and his wife. A second former nanny claimed that she had an illicit relationship with Rob Lowe behind his wife's back. She also claimed that as well as their secret relationship, he also had a habit of harassing her. The second nanny actually went so far as to make a dozen legal allegations against him, and the legal back and forth went on for over a year, all the way through to 2009. However, the drama seemed to fizzle out as suddenly as it appeared when the lawsuits for both sides got dismissed by a judge in Santa Barbara. Okay, so what about Owen's troubled son, TK Strand? TK is played by Ronan Rubinstein. Unlike the previously mentioned two actors, he does not have anywhere near as much material to his name. However, this does not mean that he isn't talented, as he's been active in the movie scene for a decade. He does not only act, but he has also directed pieces before, so he knows his way around the front of a camera and the back. Ronan is 28 years old. Recent works with Netflix and Fox are definitely getting him noticed. What about his dating life? Ronan is in a relationship with a fellow actor, Jessica Parker Kennedy, who's from Canada. The two have been dating for a while, and they made the decision to move in together in a joint place in Los Angeles earlier in 2021. His relationship with Jessica is only prominent romance since his rise to fame, although early in 2021 during spring, Ronan did come out as bisexual. Ronan must be very proud to have joined a growing list of celebrities who've come out this year and inspired young people everywhere to be proud of who they are. Firefighter Judd is married in the show, but what about his real-life relationships? Judd is played by actor Jim Perrick, who has had quite a list of relationships the last few years. The actor is 40 years old and is certainly no stranger to some real-life drama. His first marriage was to Sierra Daniel back in 2008. She is multi-talented, being a writer, director, and an actress herself. Their marriage lasted only 5 years, and their divorce was completed a year later in 2014, with documents revealing that the pair had split because of irreconcilable differences. However, there might have been a little more to it than that, as before the divorce was finalized, it was revealed that he was actually dating another actress, Levin Rambin. You probably recognize her from Hunger Games. 18 months later, the pair married. However, this romance was short-lived, as barely 2 years later the couple split up. Levin actually initiated the breakup herself, and she claimed that her romance with him was actually abusive. It was incredibly controversial, as Jim kept getting roles despite her claims, and he even got a new girlfriend. Since 2018, he has been dating a ballet dancer named Haley Walters. Season 2 saw some new characters. What about Gina Torres? Gina plays Tommy Vega, an emergency medical service member. Gina was born in New York City and is 52 years old, having been born in 1969. Gina Torres is another actor on 911 Lone Star who's been in a long-term relationship. She was married for 58 years to one of the stars of the Matrix franchise, Lawrence Fishburne. The couple had one daughter together, and Gina was a stepmother to his 2 other children. Since her divorce was finalized with Lawrence Fishburne in 2018, Gina has not been known to date anyone else. Thanks for watching today, guys. Who's your favorite character on 911 Lone Star? Did any of these reveals surprise you? See you next time.